and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. That's a great look at our location tonight, the home of the Suns here in downtown Phoenix. Special talent indeed. David, thank you. Now Golden State's starting five. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Wiggins is out there with Green, and it's Wiseman in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Suns, Booker and Bridges are the wings. Ayton is out there with Kaminsky, and it's Paul in at the point. Terrific talented backcourts tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Now here's Paul. The step-back jumper is good. Paul's got the first points up on the board tonight here for Phoenix. Down low, here's Thompson. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And how about the court awareness there? Peripheral vision of Curry. Strong feel for when guys are uncovered. Finds the open man.
Paul. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
1:14 left to play here in the first. Passes it to Thompson. Over Booker. Thompson misses.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Now here's Booker after Mikal Bridges missing his last shot.
Just a great job of Booker, able to understand the timing and the quick trigger that time.
Curry passes to Thompson. Now here's Green. Here's Wiseman, and he lays it straight in.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Curry. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins.
An unselfish wing who continues to evolve as a playmaker. Wiggins shows he's more than just a scorer. And he wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble there.
Nope, up and in with a one-hand finish, the most basic possible. On its way from Curry for 2, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
It's so fun to watch Steph Curry shoot a jump shot. It doesn't get any better than watching this guy pull the trigger.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Suns lead by 1. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And if you're wondering whether players watch the standings, check out this clip from Chris Paul.
One thing we have to do is stop comparing ourselves to last year. Early in the year, we was doing that every couple games. We was like, man, our record was here, this was that. And teams change, your games have to change.
You know, Greg, he makes a great point. Even when you have mostly the same guys, every season is different.
And if you're a coach, it'll give you gray hairs, trying to preach that to your players. Many guys don't believe it until they're in it and then have to dig themselves out of a hole.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And from what we've seen, guys, from the Suns, what are you thinking so far?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now, just to complete all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for the Suns, Booker and Bridges are the wings. Kaminsky out there with Ayton. And it's Paul in at the point guard position. Now Bridges after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. Bridges dishes to Ayton. And And Ayton throws it down.
Yeah, Ayton just swallowing up the defender there and then completes the play.
It's stolen by Kaminsky. And James Wiseman picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Warriors. Kevon Looney comes in for Wiseman. And it's Kent Bazemore in for Andrew Wiggins. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Paul kicks to Booker. Shoots over Bazemore. That's good from Booker on the assist by Paul. Booker's got the lead up to 7 now for the Suns. And a deep 3 from Curry. The long distance 3 is buried. Curry's got 7.
Steph Curry is a brilliant offensive basketball player. The D backs up, and he just shoots that one off the dribble.
Phoenix shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
The Warriors making a switch here. Toscano's checked in.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Curry outside. It's hauled in by the Suns. The pass to Ayton. Back to Bridges. Banked in off the glass.
That's pretty steady from Bridges. Does not let the contact throw him off one bit.
Pass to Toscano. Golden State moving it around. Looney with the bucket. 16 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Kaminsky. The tray. Here's Ayton. Second shot opportunity. He takes it up and lays it in. 6 points for him.
If Ayton can get in that kind of position, he can be a bully on the inside.
And the shot is good. The Phoenix lead has been cut to just 5 on the basket from Looney. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Suns ahead, up 5. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Chris, you guys shot a great percentage in the first half, but still a tight game. What do you think's causing that?
I think right now we're playing at that tempo. You know, we need to pick up the pace. Defend, rebound, run, and pick up the pace a little bit.
And defense starts that pace. Thanks, Chris. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. At its highest, their lead topped out at 5 points. And guys, for the Suns, Kenny, give us your take.
Their offense is functioning at a very high level tonight. Shot selection has been excellent, and they're not wasting any possessions. It's the efficiency. That's right, the efficiency that every team is looking for in every single game, Ernie.
And Shaq, what do you have to say about the Warriors?
Ernie, I love you. I gotta be honest. That was an awful first half defensively. Giving them over 60% from the field. Come on, Ernie, wow. They've stayed in it. Maybe it'll give them a little extra motivation they need to fix their defense.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. Curry with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Draymond Green is out there with Andrew Wiggins. And it's Wiseman in at the center, filling out the middle. Here's Paul. The 17-footer goes down. Paul's got 8. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
It's a solid blueprint.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Paul against Curry. Paul goes in, and the Suns get it back, and he gets it to go.
I think Booker's motivated tonight here. He's starting to play very aggressively. I want to see him more in there on the offensive glass.
And another three for Golden State.
And how about the confidence to pull up from out there, and what skill to knock it down.
Another three for Golden State.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile one block a moment ago.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
90 seconds now into the second half. And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
And he is absolutely dialed in from outside when he's lining up those threes.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Toscano's checked in, and Oubre subbed in for Wiggins. Booker, with no one around, sinks the triple. Booker's got 8 here in the quarter.
Booker knows he's got the ultimate green light, and right now exploring the three-point line.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. And it's Wiseman in the corner. Oubre, no one around him. And a miss there on the triple. Jacks up a three. Wiseman with the rebound. Here's Thompson, and Thompson throws it down.
Oubre will draw some attention as a scorer, but that's going to open up some passing lanes, and he doesn't make a mistake that time.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. He's at the quarter-century mark, 25 points for him in this game, as they have looked to him over and over to make things happen. Back right after this. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Suns trail by 5. Booker and Bridges are the wings. Andre Ayton out there with Frank Kaminsky. And it's Paul in at the point. Bouncers out there for Phoenix. Here's Looney. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Looney's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Warriors. A nice shot by Booker.
Every time he gets going like this, somebody's going to talk about that 70-point game he had in Boston. It's not going to be me.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. It's going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Devin Booker. It's stolen by Kaminsky, and that one is good.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
Suns have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Paul kicks to Ayton. For 3, Bridges. And Curry pulls it down.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Money!
Oh, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Paul with the 3. Got it! A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
that is why Chris Paul has the ball in his hands. Delivered.
Timeout called the Warriors. Now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Stephen Curry.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game. And it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the break, and he's pushing them to empty the tank. He said, I know you're tired and it's been a tough game, but we can't hold back. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I want you full speed, guys.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
You think about some of the great streak shooters in the history of the game. You know, Klay Thompson put up 37 points in one quarter. Let's go streaky.
Yeah, one more make would have been nice, but they do walk away with the lead.
A nice shot by Booker.
He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
40 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Now the feed to Green. Yes!
Well, Draymond Green's not going to get a ton of those, but trust me, he's loving every minute of it.
A lot is on the line here.
Crowd is so focused.
And here's Booker from the arc. Trifecta!
This guy wants those kind of shots. That's Devin Booker. Wow.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. They trail by 3. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Curry wide open. That 3 off the mark.
And you know they wanted that one to go down.
Man, that's just tough because that would have tied up the score. It's a tough one to swallow here in the fourth.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
And he's good on the 3 ball. Now it's a 6-point Phoenix lead.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
So it's Phoenix picking up the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans. But in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on. But let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you next time.